Hi, welcome to our tutorial about how to make snowflake ornament for laser cutting. We are going to build SVG cut files for laser cutting. So I have created these designs and they are available in laser cutting files suited for laser cutting and die cutting. So you can see I have made this little presentation to show off my design and how it is going to work. And this design is available for free from my Creative Fabrica store. So this is here in 3D Christmas section, and if you this design is available for free. The link is going to be in the description. So these are the files which a die cutting or laser cutting machine can cut, and I have made these with the snowflakes I made in my previous videos. So refer to my previous videos if you want to see how I build these snowflakes. And because these are my designs, I utilize them to make these ornaments. So I am in my Illustrator and I'm going to open a new file, new, and I'm showing you how I set up my document. So I work in inches. I'm going to make it 12 into 12, and color mode I'm going to select is RGB, and always high PPI raster effect, which is the resolution, always 300 PPI. So okay, after opening a new document, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up as I need it. So on my layers menu, what I'm going to do on the layer first, I'm going to put a background. This background I always use a gray color box, which I always put in the start of my drawing, and I always choose 12 into 12 and align it to the artboard. The reason for using this gray box is that if anything, I can see things clearly. If anything is in black, I will see it. If anything is in white line or structure or any point, it is easier to see on a gray background. Now on the second layer, I'm going to put my guides. So I will go to view, show the grid, and allow the snapping, and use Ctrl R to bring up my ruler. And on here I will put guides which show everything in the middle, like to define the center. I'm a product designer by profession. I always start the design from center because I will always know where the things are. So lock that, hide this background. I will also hide my grid and stop the snapping. And on the next layer, I'm going to put a 5 into 5 box, and I'm going to go to rectangle tool, choose a color. I'll choose maybe black, click once, and 5 into 5 I will put into dimensions, and I will center this box. Why make this box? Because I will always keep eye on how big I want my snowflake. I have chosen dimension, which is if I want to build a 4 into 4 snowflake, but whatever design I'm going to choose should stay in 5 into 5 inch area. The snowflake I want to build will be 4 inch diameter circle. So let's start. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go and select my ellipse tool, click once, and I told you my choice is 4 into 4 circle. That's it, and I'm going to bring this right in the middle of the artboard by going to align, and I will align to artboard. I will horizontally align it and vertically align it. Now it is right in the middle of the artboard. I will just change the color so make it more Christmassy, make it green maybe. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the stroke width. So I'll just make it 18 because I want structural integrity. So this is it. This is the 4 into 4 inch box ornament is ready. Now we are going to put the parts which will help it to hang. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select round rectangle tool. These are my design choices, and I'm just going to click and drag and make a round rectangle and change from stroke to fill. These are my design choices. There are millions of ways how people make Christmas snowflakes, but how I'm building it's my choice, number one. Secondly, it helps me into how I design my workflow, which needs to be faster. So I'm just going to bring it a little bit down, and I'm going to now I'm going to put a hanger part. So for that, I'm going to choose my ellipse tool. Simply what I'm going to do is hold my shift and alt, click and drag, and I will make an ellipse, and I will change it from stroke to fill and give it a 8-10 point stroke. So this, and I will turn off my guide for a while. So you see this circle is in the center, and then we are building upon it. What I'm going to do now, I just want to make this part a little larger like this, so it has structural integrity. And this circle, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select everything now and align it to the center, to the artboard. Now you see, I do not want this circle like perfect round. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull it up a little bit. I'll change the color so you can see. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete half of the circle like this. Well, I don't want that boring round shape, and I will bring it a little bit up like this. I'm going to go to my direct selection tool, select this anchor point, hold shift and select this anchor point, and with my arrow key on my keyboard, I'm going to bring and make it a shape like that. That's it. So I'm going to now make this into green color so you can see. Now I like it better. So what I'm going to do now I'm going to select everything, check the alignment that everything is in the center, object, expand, and unite from the pathfinder. My pathfinder you are always going to find here, and you can go to Windows, Pathfinder. Usually people have Pathfinder on this side, but my pathfinder is always here. So our basic shape is ready. Here you go, and you can see in your layer menu, it's a nice solid beautiful shape. There is no extra thing. And I just wanted to do something special for my Christmas ornament, so I want to sort of make it a signature style. So for that, I'm going to choose star tool from going to this rectangle tool and ellipse area. There is a star tool. I'm going to hold shift and alt and click and make a star. This is my signature star, which I'm going to choose for my Christmas ornament. It is always going to be there. This is a star which has straight lines. This is not a just like this star. No, my star is with a straight lines, with straight sharp corners. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the color, and I'm going to put the star right here in this area, because I just want to make it my signature snowflake. So I'm going to again align to selection, align to artboard, and horizontal align it. And now I'm going to just eyeball it and bring it in the middle and align everything and select everything. And from Pathfinder, I'm going to use minus front, which will punch this star shape through this ornament shape. So this is ready. This ornament shape is ready. This is a 4 into 4 inch diameter small uh, structurally strong ornament, and now I'm going to put snowflakes in it. And here in this in my previous videos I have made all these snowflakes. So I'm going to choose this one first, Control C and Control V. This is, I made it into 12 into 12. I'm going to bring it down a little, and by holding my Control and plus on the keyboard I'm going to bring it, I'm going to enlarge it. Now you remember that this circle was right in the middle of the artboard, so this ornament is going to be centered right in the middle of artboard, because whatever I do, I make it small or large, this will be a exact alignment with this ornament shape. So you can see here again, if I choose this snowflake, go to align to artboard, this is perfectly aligned right in the middle of center. Now what I'm going to do, to let's change the color and make it dark blue. Now you can see this is separate shape and this is a separate shape, but this is how it is looking in the end. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just select everything and go to Object, Expand, Unite, and Object. Before changing this to a compound path, always check your layers, that if there is no extra point, like say if I by mistake put a line like this, now this line has no color and nothing, you will see here, if this path goes to your SVG, it is going to cause a lot of problem. So always check and delete extra things from your final design. So this is our snowflake ready, and now we are going to save it as an SVG for Cricut users or design or laser cutters. Our Christmas ornament is complete. Now what I'm going to show you how to save this as an SVG file. So I'm not going to save anything from this file, never, because it comes with a lot of detail. So I'm going to open a new file, and I work in inches, so I'm just going to choose 5 into 5 inches artboard, and color mode will be RGB, and raster effect, which is the resolution, is 300 ppi, so it's high resolution. Now you can see this is a brand new file. On layer menu there is nothing, absolutely nothing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this, Control C and Control V. Control C copies and paste, so very simple. And now I'm going to select this and align it to the artboard right in the middle, so the end user will use it easily. Again, check in your layer menu that this design is the only compound path, only design you have in this artboard. Now when we will save it, it will be a very clean SVG. I'm going to save it 2 times, first for the Cricut users, and second I'm going to use it for the Glowforge users, which do not require the filled area. So let's start. So I'm going to go to my file, save as, go to my desktop, I'm going to save it there, and I'm going to choose SVG, and I'm going to just name it for now 1, and I'm going to save it. That's it, and change nothing here, save. Now if I go to my desktop, you'll see this SVG is here, and if I open it, it is a nice filled perfect file ready to go for the Cricut users or Cricut or Silhouette users, people who use die cutting machines. Now I'm going to save this same file for the laser cutting. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select it from here, fill, I'm going to change it to, swap it to stroke. Stroke is a outline. Now this outline will be ready for the laser cutting. You can see it is 1 point stroke, which is perfect. Now the Glowforge or the laser cutter will read these lines as cut lines, and in laser cutting, if these lines are like this shape is filled, This will be known as engraving, and this is going to take long time, hours. So by doing this, now this is a cut file. It will simply cut snowflakes. So again, file, save as, on my desktop, 2 dash laser maybe, and save. Change nothing, save. And now you will see here that this file is ready for laser cutting, and my signature star is there also. So this is how we save the SVG file.